Here, on a sun-warmed stone, the world is a playground. A young one, still cloaked in the soft fur of infancy, darts and leaps. Its movements are joy made visible, a spiral of pure, unthinking energy. It runs in circles, not to go anywhere, but simply to feel the thrill of its own body in motion. And its guide, its first and most important teacher, is never far. The mother watches, her dark, intelligent eyes missing nothing. She has introduced this curious child to the world's menu. A tender shoot here, a sweet berry there. Each new taste is a lesson, a tiny step away from total dependence. The young one nibbles, mimics, learns, its world expanding from the safety of her side. But childhood is a journey of leaving, even as you cling. Soon the mother leads the way down from the security of the stone, onto the vast green carpet of the meadow. The meadow is a new universe. The young one learns the geography of play. It runs with siblings, their games a chaotic ballet of chasing, tumbling, and mock battles. This is the social curriculum, learning strength, boundaries, and alliance. And when the mother moves, a deep, instinctual thread pulls the child immediately in her wake. It is quick, this little one, a shadow attached by love and need. But play is tiring work for a growing body. And when fatigue whispers, the old primal memory surfaces, the simplest solution, the deepest comfort. It returns to her, seeking the warm sanctuary it has known since birth. It seeks the milk. But the mother's response is different now. The suckling is brief, interrupted. She has her own hunger to attend to, the relentless need to forage. The message, though unspoken, is gentle but firm. This cannot be your only sustenance anymore. Frustration blooms in the young heart. It climbs onto the mother's back as she travels, a familiar perch. But the desire returns, stronger now, mixed with a pang of rejection. It tries again, nuzzling into her neck, reaching. The mother's refusal is clear. She shifts her body, avoids the seeking mouth. What is this? A new, sharp feeling. Anger. a tiny rage against the first no it has ever truly known. The young one clings to her side, not in joy, but in a sulk of profound sadness. The world has momentarily lost its sweetness. It is a well-crafted protest, this sad embrace, a performance of heartbreak designed to soften her resolve. But the mother is on a schedule dictated by survival. She moves on, searching for the green grasses and roots that will fuel them both. The child, however, is a tenacious negotiator. It does not give up. It follows, a persistent, pleading shadow. Then, seizing a moment of stillness, it makes its most earnest attempt. It slowly, carefully, slips into the cradle of her arms, looking up, seeking not just milk, but permission. Permission to be small again, just for a moment. And perhaps seeing not greed, but genuine need, or perhaps calculating the cost of continued protest, the mother relents, just for a little while. The child latches on, and the world narrows to a single, profound point of connection. It holds on tightly, this time with a fierce, grateful grip. Even as the mother suddenly lunges forward, disputing a morsel with another, the child holds fast, drinking deeply. This is not just nourishment, it is a taste of security, a memory of a time when need and fulfillment were instantaneous. 10 seconds of sweet, stolen comfort. But the lesson is not over, it has only just begun. Full, drowsy, the child is carried to a resting stone. The mother chews deliberately, and the child, in the haze of its fullness, seeks to extend the moment, to return to the source. But the boundary is re-established immediately. This time, the mother is firm. She slides down from the stone herself, and in a deliberate act tries to pull the clinging infant from her back. She encourages it towards the ground, towards independence. Play, explore, find your own food. What follows is a poignant dance of push and pull. The mother, with patient repetition, detaches the little hands from her fur, Child, bewildered and sleepy, pleads with its whole body, nuzzling, patting her face, making soft, coaxing sounds. It is not hunger it offers now, but a plea for tenderness, for the comfort of her undivided attention as sleep approaches. But the mother, in her wisdom that can feel like coldness, seems to misunderstand, or chooses to. She is not focused on the request for cuddles, but on the principle being taught: self-reliance. This is the habit of their kind, the universal primate lesson. When you can walk, you must learn to feed. When you are weaned, you must learn to cope. The world, once a cradle, now presents obstacles. A fallen branch seems huge, a puddle an ocean. The troop begins to move towards their evening resting place, and the pace is urgent. In this minor chaos, the child sees its chance. It scurries forward and, in a final, desperate bid, clings to her chest once more, burying its face in the familiar warmth. And here, something shifts. The mother, feeling the sudden stillness, the heavy, relaxed weight, looks down. The frantic energy is gone. The greedy seeking has ceased. In its place is the deep, rhythmic breathing of sleep. Exhausted from the emotional labors of the day, the child has surrendered. And seeing this, the mother's entire demeanor softens. The teacher steps back, and the nurturer returns. She does not pull this sleeping weight away. She understands this is a different need, one for safety, for touch, for the profound reassurance of her heartbeat. She adjusts her grip, allowing the child to remain latched, a sleeping passenger. She will carry this burden gladly, even as she travels. The lesson of independence is paused, yieldingly to the greater law of care. Not long after, as the indigo of dusk bleeds into the canopy, the troop gathers in the ancient tangled branches that will be their bed for the night. One by one, they settle. The mother finds a secure crook in a great tree. She looks at the child, still asleep at her breast, its face peaceful in the gathering dark. The struggle of the day is over. The lesson was taught and resisted, and will be taught again tomorrow. But for now, in the quiet of the night, the bond is simple and absolute. She allows the gentle, subconscious suckling, a quiet rhythm in the symphony of the forest night. It is not a surrender, but a choice, a mother's wisdom, knowing that before you can teach a child to let go, you must first assure them they are forever held.